Congratulations. My goodness, what was it about this script, about this take on the Man of Steel that really excited you?
I guess I felt like Superman. Look, I'm a bit of a fan of the character anyway. So the opportunity, and I can't say that when the opportunity came, that I wasn't hesitant because of my sort of love of the character. But it was one of those things where I was like, gosh, if I don't do this, someone will. And then it's a weird. It's like reverse responsibility. It's like, dang it, it got me anyway. So yeah, there was that, and then I just knew that inside of Superman was the potential to kind of, be slightly transcendent as a superhero movie. Talk to us about who we are as people and things of that nature. I know that sounds like heady, but I think that he being the sort of ultimate representation of the mythology of comic books in modern culture, that there's something in that, teaching us about ourselves a little bit.
Well, I also think, for me, it's always been about the humanity, and that, is Superman. I mean, yes, he's strong and he saves people and all that, but the humanity in this, the scenes with his parents, with Diane Lane and Kevin Costner, every time I think about it, I get teary-eyed. That, to get the balance had to have been difficult, but you did it.
It's difficult, but it's a fun challenge, because having these actors to work with that are just amazing and care like they do about their specific responsibilities within the film is really a joy, because you get so much, all that comes through them, right? No matter what I say to them as far as what I'm asking for in the performance, without them realizing it physically within the frame, in the moment, there's nothing, right? And then, and just to be able to work with these guys who are at the top of their game and just know it and are not lazy at all and are just really working to make it work, that's just an honor for me, because in the end it does exactly what you say. Like, you're able to see like the why of him as a man, because you see him as a child, you see what his parents were able to teach him. A lot of time for me, Superman was always difficult. It was always difficult for me to understand the why. Like, why does he care? Like, he can do whatever he wants. Like, why does he care? And I think this movie, you're able to say, like, oh, of course he cares. His parents taught him to.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fantastic. Why was Henry Cavill your perfect Man of Steel? What was it about that guy?
Henry is, I always say he comes from a military family, and he, so like, if Superman is kind of like a first responder in some weird way, like, he's a volunteer, he doesn't look for any kind of praise of any kind. He's really just looking to help as best he can. And I think because Henry's brothers are all in the military and it's a thing he's grown up with, like, that earnestness is not weird to him. It's not like a thing it's not cheesy or put on. It's like I say, okay, then you're going to help these people. It's like, yeah, of course I am. Like, it's not, like, that's not, he has to, I mean, yes, he's acting, but it's like it's not a thing he has to look deep for. And I think that's that's the essence of Superman in a lot of ways.
And he looks pretty good too.
He's not ugly. He's not ugly, classically ugly.
No, I would not call him classically ugly.
He's not that.
Yeah, he's not that. And you took
not hard on the eyes.
No, not hard on the eyes. I told Amy, my heart really bled for her in those scenes. Yeah, boo-hoo.
So horrible.
Yeah. Oh.
It's really hard being an actor. It's long hours.
And you took a little bit of creative difference with the costume, and I thought it worked fantastic. But was there, like, should we do the briefs? Shouldn't we do the briefs? Like,
Yeah, we went back and forth on the briefs a lot, and I, as a fan, I was in favor of the briefs. I was like in the brief camp. But I gotta say, even I couldn't make the briefs cool. Like, I really tried. Like, I finally went like, all right, fine, no briefs. Dang it.
It worked. It really worked. I have to ask you, who's the Superman in your life, Zach? Superman is the ultimate superhero, inspiring strength, responsibility, and hope throughout the world. So who in your life is a hero embodying the Man of Steel's selfless ideals?
I think I have to say my wife, really, because she's been struggling with this. She has this form of arthritis called adult onset stills, and she's been really struggling, and but amazing, like, never complains or anything like that. And we've done a lot of work for the Arthritis Foundation, and she's done a ton of work for the Arthritis Foundation, especially with kids with juvenile arthritis, really, like, help just make their lives better. And I think that, like, that kind of selflessness is just I just, because I know the pain that she's in and just how awesome that is. It's just, she's pretty awesome.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome. And you guys work together. Really. How do you do that? How do you make it work?
You know, it's all, look, she's an amazing woman, and I think that because we work together, it just makes our lives easier because we all of our problems we share when it comes to the work that we do, and you know, it's so immersive, this job, that when I'm exhausted by something, she's exhausted by the same thing, and so it's not, you know, we have empathy with each other, I think, when it comes to the workload and stuff like that. So it makes for a good relationship. And she protects, her job is to protect me, and you know, it's kind of fun.
You need that.
Yeah.
You need that. You've made some pretty cool films, but how do your kids feel about this? Like, your parents are making Man of Steel.
Yeah,
That's
they're pretty
cool.
It's pretty hilarious. Like, my 16-year-old son it just hit him. I mean, he's been in some of the movies, so it's not like he's a stranger to it, but with this one, he's like, oh my Lord, God, it's everywhere now. This is getting crazy. And I go, yeah, I think it's Superman. And he's like, yeah, I guess that's right.
75 years of Superman. Why do you think it's endured? Why do people love this character?
You know, I think he's endured because of his, like, I honestly think it's that straightforward wish fulfillment that is clean and without. Yeah, we've complicated through his story, right? Like, oh, he comes from Krypton, he grew up in Kansas, blah, blah, all that stuff. But there is a sort of clean idea at its core of this guy that's just trying to do the right thing and using this extraordinary powers to kind of help those that can't help themselves, maybe, or that could help themselves but find themselves in a situation where they've been, like, you know, either, you know, injured or trapped or whatever, mm-hmm. And there's just that one little bit of magic that needs to happen that he represents, you know. Yeah. And I think that's difficult to fight, you know, because it's so strong.
So lots of buzz about Justice League. I have to ask because I have a 17-year-old son and he won't let me go home
right.
if I don't ask you. But is that something that you would entertain?
Listen, you know, whether I would entertain it, you know, I'm interested in the DC universe. I love the DC characters. I want them to work badly. And we really just started with Superman to say, like, can we make Superman work? You know, can we put him in a world where maybe other Justice League characters could exist? And really that was our goal, is to just, you know, get him right. And then he's kind of a top-down scenario. If he's working, then maybe there would be an opportunity to make some more of these movies. But again, we're just waiting to see, you know, how people take our Superman.
I think people will take really well to this Superman. You've done an outstanding job. It's fantastic. Always great to talk to you.
Awesome.
And congratulations on this one. Thank you.
My pleasure.